All right. Well, it's been a long time. Haven't done a live stream in a long time. Lori C's shaking her head. Why? Well, we got a confession to make right now. We're doing all the tech stuff. So my son, who's really good with this stuff, is not here. So that makes things a little bit more complicated, but I think we got this. We got this, Laura? You're hearing stuff? You're seeing stuff? Okay. That's a good thing. Well, best metal singles from 82 to 92. Wow. It's going to be epic, right? Good times. If we think back to radio and MTV, they were loving this stuff. They were playing this stuff 24/7. It was basically just part of the scene, part of the culture. And, yeah, man, I'm ready to talk about it all with you guys, casting votes. The cool thing is we're going to bring in a bunch of people that have been on the podcast in the past. A lot of the guys that have been on the top 10 list, they're going to jump in and they're going to cast their votes for what we've picked and maybe also put a pick of their own out there. So right now, while we're waiting for everybody to get going, we're a couple minutes early here. We just want to make sure we can actually get the thing to work. We got Down Incognito on, 1993 Winger. And the significance of this song is we've just recorded a top 10 of 1993. And that'll probably post right after the live cast. I didn't want to muddy up the waters or anything, but yeah, that's coming out pretty quick. And man, I was so surprised. What a good year 1993 is for rock and metal, man. I mean, oh my God, Winger, Pull, Sabotage, Edge of Thorns, Psycho Schizophrenia by Lillian Axe, Dio, what's the Dio one called? I can't remember. Strange Highways, there we go. It's all coming back to me. Laura, you like anything from 1993?
From 83?
No, 93.
Oh, 90. I was answering.
You're answering what?
I was answering. See, I'm on a delay, and I was answering your tweets.
Oh,
People have questions for you, man. I'm like, I'm answering
People
your
have
stuff
questions,
here.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what they're supposed to be doing.
Hey, well, I see some people popping in. We got Dragon Queen. I thought I saw 8Fish, but now I don't see him anymore. Do you see 8Fish in the comments?
What?
Do you see? You can't. You have to keep one of the ear things out because we have to communicate. I see the Toy Warriors here. That's always exciting. All right. So we still got a minute to go here. We're going to give people a couple minutes before we jump in right into the first year of this epic battle. And then the first year is going to be 1982. Yay! There's the fish, man. I see him. But as I was saying before, there was... Don't put that earbud in your ear. You have to keep one of your ears out so you can hear. It's the stuff in the headphones is on a delay. So 1993. I don't know if anybody out there likes stuff from 93. I know 8Fish likes 1994. He's a big fan of that one. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're going to talk about the year prior. And even though Crew didn't have anything out in 1993, Vince Neil did. So, killer year, man. Killer year of music. Well, I'm starting to hear...
Oh, I hear my pick playing.
You hear your pick playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's practice because, like I said, we're a little bit of not the greatest with the tech stuff. And our tech wizard has ditched us. So we are going to try to put... Hey, okay, so does everybody... Help me! Does everybody see you've got another thing coming and I Love It Loud on the screen right now? Yes! Okay, good. Good thing. All right, so you know what, man? I'm going to fire my son. I don't need him anymore. I got this. I can do the tech stuff. I figure this thing out. So, are we going to tell people who picked what?
Yeah, of course. Oh, maybe not. We didn't last time.
I think we should this time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, what's your pick?
My pick is playing.
Okay.
Got another thing coming.
Okay. What's so great about this song?
Well, it's the only song that I like by them, if I'm being honest. And it's just a catchy tune. You like it too.
Well, yeah, of course I do. I'm a big Priest fan, and this is kind of like their Rock and Roll All Night. This is their big song that everybody knows by them, and it kicks ass. And the video is pretty cool too, man. Remember when he reflects some kind of like green lasers and
I don't remember
blows
that.
some guy's head off and then he falls off something? It is cool. But there is a but. And I went with I Love It Loud. And come on, man. Kiss. Creatures. The brutal drums. The kick-ass vocals. Everything is kicking ass on this song. And the Kiss are back, right? Kiss kind of took some weird detours throughout the 80s and late 70s, and now they're back, man. They're kicking butt again. And in the video, I mean, I don't think the video, as cool as the another thing coming is, you can't touch I Love It Loud. I mean, you've got the glowing eyes, the kids with the glowing eyes.
That I do remember.
You've got the guy, the newspaper catching on fire when Gene breathes fire. You're seeing the whole stage show of Creatures of the Night and everything. Pretty cool video, right, Laura?
Oh yeah, it is. And I know I'm gonna get crushed. And I mean, come on.
So the goal, if you remember, who's on? Burner? I was hoping Burner would jump on. And I see that Trippy's on. Trippy is actually Road Rage, and he's actually Brian. So he's got a couple different aliases.
Yes.
And then we got Half Ace. Yes! Very excited to see Half Ace on here. So just throw out what song you like best, and we'll go from there. Oh, Audrey's on. Hey, what's up? Okay, well, we've kind of...
Audrey, does that mean that that's your pick? I certainly hope so.
So we've pleaded our cases with you guys, but maybe what we'll do is we'll bring in another person to give us some insight. And we're going to bring in Joe. He was just on the most recent podcast I did, which was 82 versus 83. And he's going to help us out.
Thanks, Maxwell.
He's going to pick one, and maybe he'll throw out one of his own. So let's try to get Joe on the line. This is where the tech stuff could also get screwy.
You're killing me, Fish.
This is where the tech stuff could get screwy here. We're going to try to get somebody on the line. Let's see what happens. Ooh. We've got a live one here.
Yeah.
Joe!
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
You tell me.
Well, just before you say something crazy, I want to let you know you're live on the live stream right now, okay?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, just sitting around watching baseball and football and hockey and waiting for your phone call.
Well, brother, what we've come up with for 1982, my wife has picked Judas Priest, You've Got Another Thing Coming. And I have picked,
really?
and I
Hey,
have picked,
Hello.
and I've picked Kiss, I Love It Loud. Two great tunes from 82. So what we're thinking is, if you could, tell us which one of those you like best, and then maybe throw one of your own out there.
So we're going 1982.
1982, Joe. What do you like?
It's so hard. So out of your two, I'm
Yeah.
going to have to go I Love It Loud.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
Are you doing tallies
Oh
here?
my gosh, no.
All right. Okay. So
I mean,
I forgot that was my
that's
job.
the worst song in that Priest album. You should have went with Electric Eye and the Hellion.
but were those singles, Joe? Was that a single?
Those weren't singles, so this is my problem. What? Let me see. Because my pick is going to be Fast as a Shark by Accept, but was that actually a single? Because that thing just blew my mind away. Because it started with my grandma's German music and then the scratching record, and it went into the heaviest metal I heard at the time. So if that, in fact, was a single, I had to do my research more. I would go with Fast as a Shark. But out of your two picks, I'm going to go with I Love It Loud. That's just a great song.
It is a
And I
great
never get
song.
sick of it.
You know, one thing I was saying, Joe, is I kind of reestablished like Kiss as being like a heavy band, a metal band, and you and I talked about this when we did the 82 versus 83. But it was a good time again, even though it didn't sell huge. But Kiss was back, don't you think so?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's their comeback album for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, and what was cool, I told you before, what was very cool about it was because they still weren't that popular, they fit into that our little heavy metal niche too. Mm-hmm. So it was like it was our band again.
Definitely.
So it wasn't even. It was a great comeback, but it was also they were fitting into our niche where it was our band once again, and it wasn't this big popular band. They, that would happen again with the reunion, but yeah.
For sure, brother. Hey, why don't you give your channel a plug, man? So Fast as a Shark. Okay.
as a single in Germany, so I'm picking it.
And maybe there's somebody odd watching this that's from Germany.
Yes.
But anyways, man, why don't you give everybody tell everybody about the Average Joe channel real quick. Give a plug to any recent videos you got. What's going on?
Yeah, so Average Joe is our YouTube channel, and we've had you on. We've some great shows. We talk everything that interests me. It's been primarily going with music and sports, but we're going to try to branch out into some other things once I get a few other guests out there. But yeah, our latest one I have the world's famous NT Lawyer. He does Crazy Days and Nights, the gossip site. So we really don't know who he is, but I have a friendship with him, but I don't know who he is. But he's on the latest episode. We covered boxing last week, the comeback of Deontay Wilder. So we cover all this cool stuff. But can't wait to have you on again, Metal Mike, because it's always a lot of fun when you're on.
I'll be there, man, with guns blazing, man. Always a pleasure. Joe, I'm so glad you jumped on, brother. Thanks so much for the feedback.
Hey, thanks for having me. Talk to you soon.
Take care, buddy.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Okay. So
I'm not kidding you. I think Judas won.
All right, so one thing that we always try to do when we did the live cast is read people's comments, right? You're part of this, even though we got some people calling in tonight, you're part of it. So Toy Warrior saying that I Love It Loud wins. I know he's a big fan of that too. Like I said, very excited to see Burner 18. Did Burner do a vote? I don't see his yet. And I was supposed to put my glasses on. I never
You
did.
didn't put your glasses on.
So we got Road Rage, Trippy, Brian saying, I'm a bigger Priest fan, but I Love It Loud wins for me. Attaboy. We got Half Ace. He's going with Priest. Oh, he's not a big fan of I Love It Loud. Okay, Half Ace, I gotcha. I think I Love It Loud's about to come back in from its reprise, right, when it fades back in. Audrey's going Another Thing Coming. Maxwell's going for Priest. Loves it. Trippy's a man of many names. I like it. Fish wants to hear it loud right between the eyes. That means he wants I Love It Loud.
I know, Fish. Jeez.
Dragon Queen's going Another Thing Coming. Tony's giving us the metal horns. Fish is giving everybody a reminder that the Creatures of the Night box set's on the way. Burner's going to go with Priest. And Kevin's throwing Wasp. I want to beat somebody. I don't know what's going on with that, brother. You're a little early for that one. Who won this one?
Wait, Tony just voted I Love It Loud, so I got 3 and 3 here.
Okay, 3.
But I think there was one person who didn't vote yet.
Remember, Joe picked I Love It Loud?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's not get...
Oh, wait. Yeah, so Joe. No, I think I Love It Loud because Joe voted I Love It Loud. Yeah. So that won.
Okay.
But
So
I was close.
I Love It Loud is the winner?
Oh, no. We just got one more for Priest.
Is it a tie?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Can somebody else throw in another vote? Okay. Well, hey, man, it is what it is, because I think at this point we've got to move on. If we've got a tie, we got a tie. Maybe somebody will pop in afterwards.
I'll accept a tie, because
what's a tie?
before this live cast, Metal Mike told me that I'm going to get crushed on every one of my picks. So,
no, I didn't say everyone. I said
yeah,
a few.
there might have been one you said that I would win on. So
What about Kevin Muser? Was he new to the voting?
Kevin? Oh, yeah, because Kevin originally voted Wasp.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So Priest
I
wins?
won. Yeah,
all right.
I won.
Oh, all right. Congrats to Priest.
All right.
Well, we got to move.
One for
We're moving on
C.
fast here. We're moving on fast. We got to get somebody else on the line here for 1983. But before we do that, my pick is the song that's playing, the kick-ass song that exemplifies everything great about Motley Crue. Cool riffs, great vocals, gang vocals, killer drums,
Snore.
riffs, 80's, whatever. I don't know. It's great. And an album that people hail as one of their greatest. What's so great about Metal Health? There are a lot of things great about Metal
There
Health.
are a lot of great things about Metal Health. I'm not a huge Quiet Riot fan either, but the song being in Footloose was just that solidified.
That really did it for you, huh?
Of it. Yeah.
That really did it for you.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need help on this one. I think we're gonna have to call out the big guns. We're gonna call out Richie Rich! All right, so let's see if we can get him on the line. Now I can hear myself saying what I just said in the playback.
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's going on, Richie? You're live on the Livecast.
Hey, Richie.
What's up, my dude?
Hey, how are y'all doing? How many people are on the call? Is it all like a conference call or?
Right now, it's just you and me and Lori C. So a lot of other people will be jumping on later. So, all right, brother. So we are doing 83. I know it's a year that means a lot to you. My pick was Looks That Kill. Lori's pick was Metal Health. What do you like out of those two?
I think you know where I'm going to go with this one, Motley Crue.
Yeah!
Richie.
All right, Richie.
Sorry,
You hit me in the heart,
sorry,
Richie.
What did you have? Did you have a pick of your own though that you thought was a cool song from '83?
That would have been. I made some notes. I was kind of prepared. Yeah, that would have been my pick for 1983.
Nice. So see, great minds thinking alike there, Rich.
Yeah, I made some notes just in case you asked me that. I'm glad you did. Yeah, I would have went with that song also.
Now you saw these guys in '83, didn't you? Crew, you've seen them pretty early. Tell everybody real quick about some of these early Crew shows you saw.
Okay, so the first one I saw was in 1982. They opened for Y&T, but they actually played 4 songs that were going to be on Shout the Devil, and Looks to Kill was one of them.
Wow.
So I actually saw them do that in 1982. Then I saw them in 83, 84, 85 twice, 87, 88. Oh, I'm sorry, 87, 90, and it goes on. I saw them about a total of 9 times.
Wow. Awesome, brother. How's everything going on your Twitter account? You want to give your Twitter account a plug on here?
Yeah, you know what? What is at 1967 Rich, and it's going good. Yeah, I love chatting with everybody about music, hard rock, classic rock, metal. You name it.
It's
making stupid jokes, that sort of thing.
It's great interaction on there, man. We're all kind of the same mindset. Sometimes we argue. We agree to disagree, but it's always great fun on there. You got people like A Fish. You know what I mean? Sometimes that guy, he's hard to relate to.
But we know he's a brother, but we know what to expect from him. He doesn't sugarcoat anything.
That's for sure. All right, brother. Thanks for jumping on, man. Have a good one.
Take care, you guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
Rich.
Richie.
Bye.
Okay, so let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat here. All right, so Kevin Muser's going Shout at the Devil. I don't know if he just likes the album, likes the song, not really sure. Hey, Greg's on. Maxwell is going for Quiet Riot, so there you got to vote there. Brian is going with the Crew. Fish, as iconic as Metal Health is, being the first #1 album, he's got to go with Motley Crue. Tony's going with Listen Up, She's a Razor Sharp. He likes Looks to Kill. Audrey says both songs are fantastic, but she's got to go with Metal Health.
Yep,
so she's
thanks,
thinking back.
Audrey.
She's thinking back to a crush she used to have on Kevin Bacon when she watched Footloose when he was cranking that through the town and the cops got all pissed off. Half Ace, he's going with Crew. Half Ace is also apologizing to Lori C. Burner 18 is going Motley Crue. And It's Not Important is going with Metal Health. So I think Crew is a blowout here. I could be wrong. Okay.
That's one for Metal Mike and one for Lori C.
Wow, jeez. I was that first matchup was just brutal with me. It was almost a tie. It's nice to see a clear-cut winner because I kind of want them, like, once both songs play through, I'd like to jump to the next one if that's feasible. Who knows? I got to look at my notes because I'm kind of lost right now.
Wait, what?
All right, so 84. Okay.
I'm gonna get ripped for this.
So
one
84 is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I think I've got to bring in my good buddy Don, and I think he's not an Apple user. Just so you know, I'm on an iPad making the calls, and anybody who's not an Apple user, it's a little bit more of a challenge to call you. All right, so let's get the next thumbnail on. See, this is the kind of stuff that my son Mike would do. I could just kind of, but I got this. I got this, people. Okay, so let's get the 84 image up first. And here we go. Nope. Fail. Didn't do it. Let's try it again.
Yeah, you need some tech support.
I need some tech support. It's not going away. His mental health won't go away. I did it right the first time. Oh, I think I'm clicking the wrong. Nope, that ain't right either. I'm going to get this, I swear. This is it right here.
Oh, there it is.
Rock on! Okay,
There you
and let's
go.
skip the song. See, this is a lot of work. Okay. All right. So it's 1984. And strangely enough, I could not find an American picture of Thrills in the Night single, so I only found a Japanese one. So I don't know if there was ever a really cool cover for the American single. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if anyone really cares. So, 1984. I'll Wait. That's yours, right?
That's mine.
And mine is Thrills in the Night. Talk about I'll Wait a little bit. What was this? Did you used to go to the roller rink and you used
Yes,
to
of
go around
course.
the track on this one? Or
Yeah.
what? Okay.
And it was a song that we always talk about, like, I liked the song back then, but I don't like it now, or vice versa. I liked it then, and I like it now. So it stood the test of time with Lori C.
It is a cool song.
Yep.
I did a little bit of research about the song before we started this, and I didn't realize that Michael McDonald was involved.
Oh,
Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Yeah, so he was involved. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
yeah,
of
the
course.
Doobie Brothers guy. Okay, I don't know if he helped out with the melodies or something like that. And the crazy thing, though, that they never made a video for this song. It's funny how they had videos for Jump, they had videos for Panama, they had a video for Hot for Teacher, but they had no video for I'll Wait. Thrills in the Night, man. I don't know if you've ever heard me talk on other podcasts that I've done, but I'm not always a huge fan of Animalize. I think there's a lot of misses on that one. But I think Thrills in the Night is a really cool 80s song. Paul is just killing it vocally, catchy tune. It's all good. Video for this one is really just like mixing some clips from Animalize Live with a couple of stage stuff on that same stage. So not that interesting of a video, especially with lyrically what it's about. I think you probably could create a cool video. Probably be similar to something like Bon Jovi's Runaway. Okay, so we're gonna try to bring in Don to help us. He's a non-Apple user, so he's gonna be a little bit tougher to call. But I think I can do this. Like I said, I have not failed. I've not let my people down yet. I'm not gonna let you down. I got this. Okay. So let's go to a FaceTime audio. Okay. I think he's right here. Okay, we're going to try to get Don on the line. We should start prank calling people on here, like the Jerky Boys.
I just talked to him on Twitter. So
You did?
I know. Yeah.
Wow, this might be our first non-connection. It's ringing. I should tweet him and say, pick up your damn phone.
There you are.
Hey, I was just about to tweet you and say, pick up your damn phone.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. If you'd have told me 38 years ago that I'd be doing this on a Saturday night, I probably would have kicked your ass. But here I am, so maybe you should kick my ass.
All right, man. So you and we did a podcast together. We did the top 10 of 84. So I thought it'd be a great idea to bring you on for 84. My wife has picked Van Halen, I'll Wait. I've picked Kiss, Thrills in the Night. So out of those two, what do you like in there?
I gotta go Thrills of the Night.
No.
Attaboy.
But I will add that I'll Wait is one of my favorite Van Halen songs.
Interesting. Yeah, I like both, man. There's nothing wrong with either of them. Did you pick a song of your own that was just a random, one of your faves from 84?
Yeah, for that year, I would have went with Perfect Strangers from Perfect Strangers
Oh, that's right.
by Deep Purple.
Yeah, you rated Deep Purple pretty high on that top 10 of 84. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a big turnaround for Deep Purple and bringing Ian Gillan back and stuff. So it was a big song. that year.
You didn't play.
But yeah, Thrills in the Night all the way, man. Thrills in the Night.
Thrills in the Night. You know, I was just realizing, Lori's telling me that I didn't play any Thrills in the Night. So here it comes. Awesome, brother. Well, hey, I appreciate you jumping on. We'll have to do a top 10 again with each other. Anything else you want to throw out there to all the metalheads listening tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some birthday shout outs
Sweet.
to Bob and Rich, and I want you to give me your Rod Stewart tonight before I go.
Tonight's the night. That was probably
There
horrible.
you go.
That's all I had.
I love it.
With no notice. All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Thanks. Bye.
So Thrills won.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what's our crew out there saying? Let's see here. See if I can jump in at the right spot here. Half Ace is saying the solo is pretty good. I think he's talking about. I'll wait. I don't know. Brian's going Van Halen all day. Tony's saying the Passion's taking over. That's got to be Thrills in the Night. It's Not Important is saying I'll Wait is one of the worst Van Halen songs. Okay, all right. Tony Rod, okay, he's confirming his Thrills in the Night. Fish loves I'll Wait, but loves Kiss more. If this was Panama, it would have been real tough. Audrey's going I'll Wait. Maxwell Charles is not a big Kiss fan. All right, get off of get off of this live stream because there's a lot more Kiss coming. No, I'm just messing with you. Burner 18, Van Halen. Brian saying the tune with Eddie singing his hands.
You all have to
down
see him
something.
squinting
I
right
don't
now.
know.
He could barely see this because he didn't wear his glasses.
Tony, the suspense is killing Tony. Let's see, Burner. Oh, he's throwing some of his likes for Deep Purple. So, and A Fish is saying Karabi sings a killer version of Maggie May. Yeah, A Fish takes any opportunity he can to mention Karabi, the Motley '94 album, Badlands, and he also likes to mention how many times he's seen Poison live. I think he's seen Poison live like 50 times or something. I don't know if that's possible, but that's my story. So Thrills of the Night has won.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good enough. Press on. That's what they say in corporate America in a meeting. So we're going to try to see if I don't have as long of a delay here to find the next thumbnail. All right. So I'm going to go with just logic here. If we've just done 1984.
I think I'm going to win the next one.
I'm thinking next is 1985.
Yeah,
okay.
I think I'm going to win.
All right. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to win. All right. Back-to-back kisses. All right. So Lori has picked Oh no, tears are falling. Okay. And I went with Home Sweet Home. Now, these albums, as you probably may know by following me on Twitter or listening to the podcast, these are like my early gateway metal albums. You know what I mean? I really got into stuff after this, like in '86. And I couldn't tell you what the first metal album I got in '86 was. I don't know if it was Theater of Pain. I don't know if it was Asylum. I don't know if it was Eat 'Em and Smile. I don't really know. But I love both of these albums. So this is very tough. What's so great about Tears Are Falling? Did you like this back in like '85?
Yeah,
did you like it more now?
Not really. I started getting into it more in the '90s, believe it or not.
When you started going out with this guy who liked metal? Home Sweet Home, you know, I figured we had to throw a ballad out there. And this is like the ballad, you know what I mean? This is like the blueprint. As much as people can say they hate Theater of Pain or it's a shitty album, this is the blueprint power ballad, the kind of videos that people made after. One thing you can say about Tears Are Falling, though, Kiss looks kind of ridiculous in this video. I don't think they pull off that glammy image off as well as Motley Crue does. So that's our 2 cents, and I think it's time to get Tony Rod on the line. Let's see if I can do this properly.
It's not looking good, Mike. It's not looking good.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Laura, you're supposed to talk filler
Tony
stuff.
may have to call you.
You're supposed to talk filler
okay,
stuff.
I'm supposed to talk filler stuff. How do I get Metal Mike to watch football with me? Come on. I had to watch the Syracuse game by myself today. I'm going to be watching the Seahawks by myself tomorrow. Like, come on.
I was in the room.
You weren't paying attention to it. And I'm like, look at this game. How are you not paying attention?
Because I'm probably working on stuff for the podcast.
Stop the madness.
All right. Well, you still got to do more filler.
Oh, I still gotta do more filler? Okay.
I don't think he's an Apple guy.
Oh, he's not?
No. That's it. No more Android people are allowed on the podcast.
Wait, who are you trying to get a hold of, Tony?
No, I got him.
Oh.
I got him. It just takes me. I've been off more than I can chew it with this live stream.
Oh, wait. I think he's saying something.
He said, "Pick up your phone, Tony."
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Tony.
What's going on, dude?
How you guys doing?
Awesome. So, 1985.
It took me a second. I was trying to mute my the audio coming out of my computer, and I couldn't find the button.
It is a little weird because you're right, because I know it's got a little bit of a delay there. But,
Right.
we had you on to do 1985. I thought that was a great podcast we did together. Great year. Who you picking out of
They
these?
love this in Australia.
Yes, that's right. Singapore, too. It was huge in Singapore. Which one you going for out of these two?
You know, for the first time this evening, I'm actually going to have to vote with Lori C here.
Hey,
Ooh,
Tony.
wow, okay. So going for...
Yeah, well-
yeah.
You know me, and I've made my thoughts clear on Theater of Pain and on Home Sweet Home in particular. But I'm going between those two. I'm going Tears Are Falling. If I'm making my own pick from that year, there's a couple of songs I would take ahead of it. From this album, I would go with Who Wants to Be Lonely myself, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And I gotta be real. Number one for 1985 for me is Wild Child by Wasp.
Nice. Yeah. That's good because remember some lady commented on Twitter, she's like, "Where's all the wasp?" Well, there we go. Tony Rod's giving you the wasp, the wild child. And the thing about
right.
Wasp is you could probably agree with this. If you're thinking about like a big single, big video matchup, let's face it, Wasp never really had any real big singles, or videos. Maybe Headless Children started to pick up a little bit, but they just never really had like what Crew and Warrant and some of these other guys had. So it's unfortunate.
No, I mean they just never really hit it that big. There are reasons for that. They were so hard with their image was not, it was not mainstream. When they first came out with the whole the saw blade and cot piece thing, that was not going to be that was not going to go be a big seller in Middle America. And so even when they did kind of drop all that stuff and kind of tone down their image and just kind of get a little more serious about the music, they were always thought of as, oh, it's the saw blade guy,
Yeah, the shock
and so
rockers.
I think that's a big part of why Wasp never got bigger than what they were. But hey, I don't know that you can complain about that career though,
Oh no, hey, and they're still going strong. I think the 40th anniversary tour is starting here pretty quick, so good for him.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you that I was enjoying a nice cool one on this Saturday night, but unfortunately it's a Pellegrino kind of night. You know what I mean?
Awesome, man. All right, brother. Well, hey, I'm so glad you jumped on, and I hope we can do a podcast again in the future together.
Yeah, so if all the cool people call in sick or something like that, and you finally get down to my name, give me a call, bro.
Thanks, brother. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks for having me, man.
You got it.
Okay, so Tears won by one vote.
So Tears won by one vote. Let's reach out here into the comments and see what everybody's saying. Lori Fish didn't know that. Lori C. Did I say Lori Fish?
Yes, you said Lori Fish.
Lori C. didn't know that A. Fish was a big Karabi fan. Okay. How could you not, right? It's sarcasm.
I was
got
joking.
it. It's sarcasm. Okay. Tears Are Falling for Half Ace. Maxwell's going for Crew. A. Fish is saying Home Sweet Home. Fire Home Sweet Home into the sun. Can't ever listen to it again. The hell you say?
Oh, wait a minute.
No. It's Not Important is saying Home Sweet Home. Brian's saying, I'd say Crew, but
Burner just voted
I'd skip
for
on both. Wow.
Home Sweet Home, so now it's tied.
It's tied. Okay.
Oh, no.
Audrey's
Frank
saying,
just went Tears.
Audrey's got Tears. You got her vote?
Yes, I do.
Jukebox Cowboy says, Tears is one of the only songs that I like from the non-makeup era. Burner says, Home Sweet Home. Mix Solo's amazing. Wasp, Blind in Texas. Yeah, that's a cool 85 single. Greg saying Tears. Are we still at a tie?
No, Tears.
Tears. Okay.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Tears Are Falling wins. There's no wrong answer. These are all good songs. And once again, we have timed this to perfection. We ran through both songs. And we're going to head to our next song right now. Here's a song to get you ready for those good times, right? You remember that from Poison? But this isn't Poison. This is Bon Jovi. All right. Which Lori wanted to change, but...
Oh, yeah. Okay,
It's
so
not
here's
happening.
the thing. I want to change my pick. I did pick Living on a Prayer. I want to change it to Somebody Save Me by Cinderella. He won't let me because he already did the thumbnail. Like, who cares?
Fine.
So-
Fine.
Okay.
Fine. So we'll do Somebody Save Me.
Yup.
Now you
Thank
just
you.
made all the people who wanted Bon Jovi
Confused.
upset. You made them upset. So Lori's going to go with Somebody Save Me. Now,
Yeah.
please tell everyone because this, I know you weren't into this song like for a very long time. Just until
but now I'm super into it, and you
All
know
right.
that. Like, this is a
Okay.
heavy rotation song.
All right, so what? Why?
Listen to it. Just,
I've been listening to it since '86. I just want to know why.
So I haven't been listening to it since '86.
What's the change? Like what happened?
Because I'm more of a Cinderella fan in general now too. I really wasn't a huge Cinderella fan back then, but and I dabbled with Coming Home as one of my picks later too. But since I didn't pick that, I gotta have this right now.
Okay. This is a great song. It's a great album. It was a video. I think it was the last video from the 3 videos that they did for this album. I can't fault you for liking it. You know, you're smart. You got some good taste with music. Not
Of
all.
course I do.
Some of the MC Hammer and Crisscross.
New Kids on the Block.
Some of that, it's questionable. Okay. I had to go David Lee Roth because once again, I said 86 is like my year, man. This is when I got into music, and I remember like when you look at that single, that gray cover. I remember having that, man. It was Yankee Rose and Shy Boy, and it was wicked cool. And then I just remember getting the full album and loving that, and that pairing of Steve Vai and David Lee Roth. It was awesome, man.
And every time Yankee Rose comes on, you always got to do the beginning.
She's beautiful. You know, and everybody thinks it sounds like some kind of drunk talking when I do it. So, because probably David Lee Roth was probably
You
drunk.
hate me, don't you, Fish? You hate me.
But I think it's time to call out the big guns. Get somebody in to help us with this here. Let's see if we can get some help. I'm gonna phone a friend. Okay, let's see what happens. See if we get this guy on the line.
Oh, Jukebox Cowboy said New Kids Rule.
What?
That's great. Oh, am I supposed to be doing a filler here?
You're supposed to be
while
filling.
you call?
I mean, I guess I can talk too. I mean, I don't know why I gotta sit and just listen to a phone ring.
Oh my gosh. Too much coffee once again.
Too much coffee.
I'm
Uh-oh.
so glad I switched my
Not
pick.
available.
Because I probably would have got slaughtered from if I stayed with Bon Jovi.
Slaughter?
No. Slaughtered if I stayed with Bon Jovi. Although Living on a Prayer is a good song. Think about when you first heard that song back when.
Right. Yeah.
Mike's zoning right now.
Oh,
He's trying to get...
I'm trying to do stuff.
Wait, who are you trying to get on the line?
We're trying to get Ryan.
Ryan,
yeah,
okay.
and he's definitely working. So
Oh, yeah?
I totally understand if he might not be able to take the call. We'll try him one more time, and we got a little bit of time. Oh, we got to skip though. I'll sabotage this play. Lori screwed
See, now
everything
Audrey
up.
likes me. Audrey
Lori,
likes me.
what did you do?
What?
I want to hear David. Wow. Okay, we'll try Ryan one more time, and if we can't, then we'll press on, man. We'll get it done. Whoa. All right, we're trying one more time.
Filler time.
Filler time. We're trying one more time.
Fish, you're going against me, but we were just talking about tonight how I used to be sporting all my Tar Heel gear back in the 90s, right, Mike?
That's right.
That's right. All Tar Heel.
Hornets.
Hornets and Tar Heels, yeah.
All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat here. Tony's going, somebody save me. Greg's going, somebody save me. Fish going, he loves Cinderella, but Yankee Rose is the best song that David Lee Roth ever wrote. Interesting. Half Ace is going Yankee Rose. Maxwell's going for David Lee. Jukebox Cowboy saw both tours. Roth and Vi were so much better, and the New Kids rule. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I that's words that come out of my mouth. We've got Trippy Brian going DLR, had a killer lineup, but saved me slightly for the win. Dragon Queen, somebody save me. Love Cinderella. Royce in the house says hi everybody. Hey Royce. Audrey says somebody save me Cinderella. It's not important, says my favorite DLR song, but somebody save me for the win. Oh wow.
Yeah, Cinderella it is. What's going
All
on
right.
with Brian?
So we were able to catch up with him. What do we have for our votes? Who's winning?
Cinderella.
How did I know this would happen? And
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is that I don't know what it is, man. Cinderella has picked up quite the following over the years. You know, there's two bands that come to mind when I think of bands that are like, maybe even they have like a cult following almost, right? It's Cinderella and LA Guns. People just go crazy about those two. So it is what it is. All right. Well, I lost. Did I lose 2 in a row? I did.
Yeah.
That's a filthy shame.
Actually,
that is a filthy shame.
hold up. You've only won one so far. You won Looks That Kill, that's it.
Well,
And you told me you were going to crush me.
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, so let me put my tech skills to good work. And we will try to get the next one up on the screen. I believe that would be 87. I'm thinking 86. What comes after 86 is 87.
Yeah.
I might get you.
Wait,
I'm going
who
to
did
get
I
you.
pick? I don't
I'm going
remember.
to get you on this one. I am going to win this one.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, I'm having trouble again.
You're having trouble again.
I'm having trouble again. I can't get it up on the screen. I don't know why.
Filler talk.
Filler talk. Nope, that's not that. I don't want that one.
No, you're wrong.
I can't get it. Now I got Kiss.
We can at least get them thinking about it. Who are we picking here?
All right, so let's get to the song. So I know A Fish is not going to pick this one. A little Pour Some Sugar on Me is one of them. All right, let's try.
So who are they? I don't even remember.
It's Def Leppard. Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Oh, okay. Come on now. I get Pour Some Sugar on Me was played to death. It was played literally every hour on the hour. But the first time you heard it and until you totally got sick of it, such a good song. And I said I might pick Wait. And you were like, oh yeah, I'm going to pick Wait. So I wasn't even really 100% sold on Pour Some Sugar on Me. And then you took Wait. Mike is zoning right now.
I don't know.
He's so
I just
mad
can't.
he
I
get
can't get it. I'm using the same process that I used before, but I cannot get the screen
We need
to
Metal
change.
Mike Jr. here.
I cannot do it, and I don't understand why. Oh, there we go. I did it.
You did it!
Woo! All right. Okay, I can stop sweating now. I need a towel. Not a damn towel. Ryan just texted me. He's working. I should be back in like 10 minutes. He's gonna call in. I'm just gonna let him know, man. You call in and we'll chat.
Who's calling in for this one?
I don't really know.
Oh. We're so
Is this
dysfunctional.
I'm sending a text.
At least when it's not live, you can edit, cover up for things, but there's no covering up for
All right.
stupidity.
So Lori's going with Def Leppard. You know,
Yes.
this is a song that has been beat to death. This is a song that has just been overplayed. Hysteria is one of those ones where it's so huge,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
gonna
think
get killed
I think
here.
people got so sick of it. And when we think about White Lion, I mean, we've got some pretty. It's a great song. It's got a cool solo by Vito Bratta. Everybody loves. It's a hot topic that always comes up on these live casts. Vito Bratta. And it's just solid. And it was a cool video. It was all good, man. It's great stuff. Mike Tramp. What are you guys saying on here? All right.
Everybody likes
Half
White
Ace, he's
Lion.
one of those LA Guns guys. He's drinking the LA Guns Kool-Aid. But he probably don't like the Steve Riley LA Guns. Tony Rod saying night songs has aged very well.
We'll
Definitely.
play Wait.
Fish is saying operator difficulty.
Yeah.
Rat has them all beat. I don't know. I'll take whoever you put up against David Lee Roth. That's the Fish. Tony Rod's going. Anything is against Tony's. He's going to go for anything over. I'll pour some sugar on me. Burner is going to go for some White Lion Veto. Brian saying wait, no contest. Fishman is saying the Hysteria is basically trash. And
You didn't play Wait yet.
yeah, but I've got time.
You do?
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right, there's wait. Now she's tickled me. Stop it. Oh man. All right, I don't remember who I was supposed to get in touch with on this one, so let me look. Oh, Aaron. Okay. Let's get him on the line. He's a good dude. He joined
Who was
me.
this?
His name's Aaron. He's a younger dude. He joined me for a couple of these verses. We did a Rat versus Dokken, and we did a Poison versus Cinderella. He's a very knowledgeable guy.
It's not
let me try to
important.
get him
It's
on the line.
taking pity on me.
Let's try to get him on the line.
Thanks, it's not important. For the one vote I got.
I hate saying it's not important because then I feel like
I
whatever
know.
song is
it's
not
not
important.
important. What is your real name? You are important.
And I don't know why I always feel I have to be silent when I'm making a call. I don't know why.
What?
I always feel like I can't talk while it's ringing. I don't know
I
what it is.
know. That is so bizarre.
It's
You
weird.
can
I
talk.
get like in a trance. I just quiet right down. I'm like, I just gotta wait.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Aaron, how you doing, buddy?
Aaron!
Hey, pretty good.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, we need some of your metal insight here. We're doing 1987, a year you're very familiar with, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing Death Leopard's Pour Some Sugar on Me against White Lion's Wait. So, what do you think, brother?
Against, what was that, White Lion?
White Lion Wait.
Man. It, honestly, overall, I think I got to go White Lion.
Yeah. Metal Mike's on the comeback. That was my pick.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
That was actually mine.
That was your
And
pick.
you-
Well, hey, you
stole it.
You
You
went
stole
back to
it.
Death Leopard. But if you had to pick one from 87, Aaron, what would you go for?
Oh, man. Between the two or just in general?
Just in general, if you had to pick just a random song, whatever you like, what would be your big single from 87 that you like?
Oh, man. Wait a second. 87 is, is Appetite for Destruction already out?
Yes.
That time?
Yeah, that would be 87. Yep.
Man, I'd have to pick something off there for, oh, man, that is a good year.
You
man.
got that album. You got White Snake's self-titled, Crazy Nights. I'm just trying to think. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. If you like the heavier stuff, you got Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King, Man of War for my buddy A-Fish, Fighting the World. 87 was stacked.
No, that's true. No, Sabotage is one of my favorites. So probably that and GNR
Nice.
for the whole year. Man. Oh, man. No, that's a good year.
What's been going on with you? You've been how's things? You got a YouTube channel going? Website? What have you been up to?
Yeah. I've been doing the YouTube channel and just kind of doing school at the moment. But yeah, it's been going pretty well recently.
Why don't you give your channel a shout out here so everybody can check it out?
Yo, for sure. That's Loud Sound Epicenter on YouTube, same as the link beforehand. So
Perfect.
yeah, just over there talking music.
Awesome, brother. Thanks for jumping on. We'll get together again. We'll do another matchup of verses.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, dude. Have a good night.
Bye.
You too.
Okay, bye. Okay, so I don't think we have to do too much more with this one. So White Lion is taking it.
Yeah.
Perfect, and I think we're right at the end of the tune with it, where it gets chill with the acoustic again. So, all right, it's probably gonna be another struggle for me to put another thing up on the screen, just like it was last time.
Oh, I'm gonna get
I'll do my best.
crushed on this one, and we all know who everybody's gonna pick.
All right, 1988.
Just for the record, this is another one I was torn on. I was going to pick Gypsy Road,
Ooh, I see
but
it.
then I already knew I was shifting to Somebody Save Me. Then I thought about Little Fighter.
A lot of
But
excuses.
I went with Madeline.
A lot of
I
excuses
mean,
going
Winger.
on.
You know how I feel about Winger.
Oh, we got Ryan coming in. Let's bring him in.
Ryan's calling.
What's up, buddy?
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how are you? Hi.
Well, hey, brother, we missed you for 86, but we got through it. We got a lot of help from our YouTube buddies. We're bringing you on now for another classic year that you love, though, 1988.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah,
So my lovely wife has picked Winger Madeline because she's a big winger head. Is that a thing? Winger
That's
head?
a thing.
Winger head.
That is a thing.
I don't know. It sounds kind of weird. But I had to go Poison, Fallen Angel, man. I had to. My buddy A Fish. He loves Poison, and I had to throw him a bone with the Poison. And I love Fallen Angel. Lori doesn't like Fallen Angel, but we'll.
Not really, no.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what to
no,
do
no.
about that one. We'll have to talk about
I
that
don't
later.
know what to do.
What do you say, Ryan? What say you on these two? Madeline?
yeah.
Ryan!
Wow.
Yes!
All right.
Awesome.
You're in cahoots with Lori C. I got you. Okay. I see how it is. I ain't doing no more podcasts with you, man. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
You're probably like, cool, thank God.
No, hell no. I do it every day.
But
No, dude.
if you had to pick your own from 88, what would you pick?
Oh, geez. Well, that is the year of hysteria.
It is not. It is not. You got to get your year straight.
87.
You're doing it again. Steelheart.
I can't even make that argument after my track record. So, 88. Oh, dude, off the top of my head, let's see. Europe has some killer ones.
Yep.
White Lion was 87 as well.
Yep, White Lion was it? Yeah, White Lion was 87. 88.
Okay.
We're like, so we got Long Cold Winter. We've got Open Up and Say Ah. I'm trying to think what Kingdom Come I think came out that year. 88. Savage Amusement. You're a Scorpions guy. Yeah, I'm trying to help you out a little bit.
Dude, you know what? Winger, dude, like, that album's so good. And that's another hit. And, like, Madeline's a good song.
Yeah.
I don't get me.
I think you're breaking up.
I love that one.
Cool, man. Awesome. Well, hey, just want to let you know and everybody else know that we got a 1993 episode dropping pretty quick. I'll probably release it right after the live cast. So
All right.
that was a good one, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you jumping on. And I know you're busy at work, so I won't keep you too long.
Oh, you're good. This is another highlight. So I'm stoked. Anytime, man.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Bye, Ryan.
Oh, you guys too. Have fun. Okay, take care. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm trying to think who I was actually supposed to call during this one. Oh, no, I did. No, that was no. Oh, Greg. Okay, we're gonna get.
Oh, Greg.
We're gonna get Greg on the line. Okay, I think Gregor is a Apple guy. That's always a plus.
Yep.
And Fallen Angel's playing. Well, that's a good thing. All right.
Filler time.
Filler time. Mike can't walk and chew gum at the same time, so.
Greg is a Jets fan. I hope they crush
All right.
the Broncos.
Here we
tomorrow.
go. The truth. Greg.
Hello.
What's going on, my
Hey,
dude?
Greg.
Good. I thought I was 88, brother.
You are. You are.
All right. Never mind. Saturday night, few beers in me.
No, you are. Oh, you know what happened is the guy that was calling in for 86 got tied up, so he called in right as we were starting. But we want you too, brother. We want your pick. So you've been watching this. What did you pick? Fallen Angel or Madeline?
No, I can't pick either one, but since I have to, I'm going with Winger and Madeline.
Okay. But I know you had a special pick that you wanted to throw out there, and I don't know. Did Hawk have an album out this year? Was that one of yours?
Well, I think I'm going to surprise you with my 88 pick when it's time to make my decision, but I can't wait to hear what you and Lori have for me.
Yeah. No, I'm saying throw it out there, man. Throw your 88 pick.
All right, so anyone who knows me know I would love to say Dirty Looks because they're my favorite. I love Dirty Looks.
That's right.
But, you know, guys, I kind of took the cheesy, easy way out, and I went with a song that was a top 40 hit, probably put this band on the map for a lot of people, and I went with Kicks off of Blow My Fuse, Don't Close Your Eyes for 1988.
Nice. You know, that
was on MTV a lot.
Yeah, that was a big album.
Yeah.
That was a big album, man. And they had quite a few singles. That was a kick-ass album. Good call, Greg.
Yeah,
good call.
definitely. And for me, like and a lot of your listeners probably knew Kicks way before that album, but that album really broke it for them. And for me, it was the end of the band. It was the downfall, in my opinion. But that song definitely put them on the map. Like non-metalheads were listening to that song, and it was everywhere that year. MTV, college radio, local radio, everywhere. So that was my choice for 88, guys.
Awesome, man. Hey, and give a shout out to your podcast, man, your Jets podcast.
Oh, thank you. I will. Hold on, give me a second because I can't remember the name. It's probably a little too long, but it's the First and 10 NFL-New York Jets podcast.
Nice, brother. Hey, you know, Lori threw me under the bus that I'm not a big football fan, but you know what?
Greg, it's torture. Like, I watch these games by myself.
Well,
go Seahawks!
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for letting me give the name of my podcast. And just real quick, Mike, if I could say, anyone who ever wants to come on our podcast, it doesn't matter if you're a Jets fan or not, come on and chew the fat with us. It's a great show. And it's like this. It's easy come, easy go. It's nothing rehearsed. We just wing it. So
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful, brother. And we'll
Greg,
figure out.
Burner likes your accent.
What's that? I couldn't hear you.
Burner just said in the chat that he likes your accent.
Yeah, he likes that Jersey accent.
Okay. Cool.
All right, dude. Have a good night.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. All right. Okay, so I know there was tons and tons of comments here. I'm probably going to miss a lot of them. Somehow, looks like Fish and Brian got onto the Prince topic. Okay. Lori loves Prince.
Chuck!
So,
Go Hawks!
Audrey, this one's easy. She went with Winger. Maxwell went with Fallen Angel. He went with Poison. It's Not Important is going Madeline. A-Fish, he's a Poison guy. I put this one. This was a setup right for A-Fish, so he's hitting that one out of the park. Brian's going Winger. Tony Rod is reluctantly voting for Fallen Angel, and he doesn't like Poison. Tony, shame on you. And so it shows that he really hates Winger. Okay, what else do we got?
Wait, you do know you have Dr. Feelgood playing right now.
Yeah, that's fine. We're kicking off 89 a little early, but because we've had a couple guests. You know, anything can happen.
Oh, Fish is really going to be hating on me now.
Kip's chest hair for the win. Kip doing his ballet spins. It's all good. Fish says Open Up represented everything that was great about the Feel Good 80s. Half A says Fallen Angel. I'm surprised even by himself. Toy Warrior saying give me Winger. Yeah, Toy Warrior.
It is a spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's a big Winger fan. And Royce just subscribed to the Loud Sound Epicenter, so that is cool. See, man, metalheads all connecting. Lori, what was the winner here for 88? Because 89 is already...
It was close, but Fallen Angel won. It was very, very close.
Well, that was closer than I thought it would be. As you can hear, Dr. Feelgood is your first pick for 1989. Let me try to take a stab at getting the right picture up on there. Anything could happen.
That's my pick, Dr.
And
Feelgood.
I think I can make this bigger. I hate to really push my luck with these things
Yeah,
because
you're
I
gonna.
think that's good enough. All right. Dr. Feelgood. This is Lori's pick. This is a song that has just gotten super big over time. You know what I mean? It was very big when it came out, but this is one you always hear on classic rock radio. I think it's become one of Crew's staple, biggest songs. I know that Whitesnake has zero chance
stand that
against
song.
this, but you know what, man?
Hate that
I
song.
like Fool for Your Lovin'. I love the whole
Oh.
Slip of the Tongue album. We talked about Steve Vai being with David Lee Roth. We got Steve Vai with Whitesnake. I thought it was cool. A lot of people didn't. You can be the judge on what you think about that. Lori, any thoughts about Dr. Feelgood that you need to put out there to help it crush
Oh, I
Whitesnake?
don't have to help that. That is going to crush Whitesnake.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to call my buddy Chuck Shute, and I'm going to see what he thinks about this matter. All right. This is Chuck. All right, let's get Chuck on the line.
Hello?
Chuck, what's going on?
Chuck, go Hawks, Chuck.
Hey, go Hawks!
So, Chuck,
Yeah.
we're in the year of 1989. We've done some time travel, and we're putting Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood against Whitesnake's Fool for Your Lovin'. What do you like out of those two?
I mean, come on, like you said, you know this isn't going to be close. I mean, it's got to be Dr. Feelgood. I mean, that's just, I think even popularity, but I just, that's interesting. That's your best choice for 1989 is Whitesnake, Fool
Thank
for Your Lovin'.
you.
That was your number one.
Thank you, Chuck. Like, there's so much to pick
I mean,
from.
there's so much. Bon Jovi, Skid Row,
Yes.
Poison,
Yeah.
Warrant.
Yeah.
You picked Whitesnake,
I
huh?
don't know, man. I'm a big fan, Chuck, of that Slip of the Tongue album.
Oh,
I'll die on the sword on that one. I love that album.
I'm going to have to give that another listen. Yeah, I mean, I forget, Def Leppard was in it. They had Armageddon it. That's 1989, right?
It was that's a whole other wormhole. But we're gonna say for our purposes tonight that Armageddon it is going to be an 87 track. You're right, though. It was probably released in 89. So that's where the waters get a little gray, Chuck. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, do you count when the single came out or when the album? So you're going off when the album
We're
came
going
out.
tonight's purposes. We're going off the album, but this is an argument that Lori and I have had numerous times about what year was it released. Because I look at it like the day the album comes out, it was
No.
released. Because I heard Armageddon in 1987. So maybe the people that didn't buy the album heard it in 89. So it's a different it's a different mindset. It's to each his own. Well, okay,
Yeah.
what's
And
what's your 89? What was your pick that you had in mind?
I mean, I'd say, yeah, anything, if we're counting on the albums, then yeah, anything off that Dr. Feelgood album. Kickstart My Heart is amazing.
Yep.
The Skid Row debut, I mean, to me, that was one of the best, hair metal stuff. Skid Row is like up in my top 5. I mean, let's see, I'm trying to think. Now, Aerosmith, Love in an Elevator. What year did that album
was
come out?
89,
Would that
yeah.
count?
wait, does Bang Tango?
Yeah, see, that's a great freaking song, yeah.
Yeah,
I would definitely put that up there.
Yeah, Pump was 89. Bang Tango was 89.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, I love 89, and I tried to go with more of a heavy hitter band, like a bigger band, but we could go all day with Enough's Enough and Pretty Boy Floyd and Lillian. All my favorites are from that year, so it's a good year.
Yeah, to try to pick one is that's just really hard. Could be, maybe depending on the day, maybe I would pick Whitesnake. But I think overall, yeah, to put those two up together, you got to go Dr. Feelgood. That's just it still sounds contemporary today even, I feel like. I mean, you can put that riff over like a commercial and it's going to sound like 2022.
Yeah, for sure. Chuck, tell everybody what's going on with your podcast, man. You've been doing a lot of cool interviews. What's coming up next for you?
Oh, God. I been doing... It seems like I haven't been doing a lot. I've been getting rejected a lot from publicists and PR people. But I do have a couple that hopefully will pan out. I've got a comedian. I've got a guy from a big 80's band on Monday.
Sweet.
And then I've got some other people I'm in talks with. So we'll see. I think I'm hoping to have a strong November. October was a little bit of a wash, but hopefully November will be better. And then December, I don't know if you remember, but December's usually like not good for interviewing people. So I'm guessing I won't get a lot of interviews in December, but
Yeah.
hopefully November will be strong.
Perfect, man. Well, everybody on here, make sure you subscribe to the Chuck Shoot podcast. Tons of cool stuff. Like he says, he doesn't just do like 80s rockers, although he likes to do that. He will have comedians and actors and actresses. So it is cool, man. What you do is pretty awesome.
Yeah, have you had any of the Skid Row guys on? Because they're promoting their new album, and I just had Snake on, and it got a really good response. People loved that interview.
Sweet. You know, it's been on my mind, but, you know, like I said, I've been having so much fun just doing, like, lists and battles and stuff, so I've been so out of the mix with interviewing, like, actual people from bands, but I haven't ruled it out. I'm not ruling it out, so maybe.
Yeah, no, and it's such a flooded market, but I appreciate all the people that support me, and if you can subscribe, I put a lot of effort into my interviews, so I think you'll be able to enjoy it.
Awesome. Take care, Chuck. Good to talk to you, man.
You too. Stay in touch.
Thanks, brother. Bye.
Bye, Chuck.
Okay. So what has everybody been saying? So we've been talking about the Hawks on here, the Seahawks.
Of course we're talking about the Seahawks.
All right. So Brian's saying that Fool for Your Love is a great remake of their own song. Of course, it was on an earlier album. Fish is saying Whitesnake easily, because he's not a big Dr. Feelgood guy.
No.
It's not important as Dr. Feelgood. Audrey's going Dr. Feelgood. Maxwell's going Dr. Feelgood. Royce, I feel like I'm just like everything. Burner's Feelgood. Everybody's going
It's
Feelgood. Greg's talking about his Italian New York accent.
Yeah.
It's definitely got people talking in the chat.
Yeah.
Tony Rod is saying that he'd like to throw out some Forever Free out there in the ring. Yeah. I mean, this was a year that Wasp was really kind of embraced at least a little bit by MTV with The Real Me and Forever Free. Half Ace talking about Alice Cooper Trash from '89. Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's not an album that really hits my radar very often. I don't know. I feel like Alice Cooper kind of lost himself in the whole hair metal scene. I definitely prefer his more creative albums from the 70s. Well, that's just me. Brian's talking about Show a Little Love. That would be a cool one, but I don't know if it could beat Dr. Feelgood. Let's just be honest with ourselves, right? All right. So Dr. Feelgood is the clear winner. Right, Laura?
That's right.
When the song changes, that means...
Oh, here comes my next one.
That means that we're in a new
Alright.
year. Okay? So let's get the new thing on the screen.
So I wasn't sure. You know, this is one of my favorites. Easy Come, Easy Go. But a close second was Unskinny Bop.
Well,
I had to go winger.
probably
though.
what we're gonna
Had to go winger.
what we're gonna have on the line here is well, I'm struggling again with this. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yay.
It's something about like there's this eyeball thing you gotta click. I don't know. It's a mess. I can't take it. All right. So you're going winger. I love this album. I think this is my favorite Winger album, In the Heart of the Young. A lot of this is more like the typical type Winger material as the album starts, and then it gets a little bit more interesting, unique, progressive. Never been a huge fan of Cherry Pie, the album, but I think Uncle Tom's Cabin is probably one of their coolest songs.
I like that too.
And
That's one of my
it was
favorites.
a great video. It was a concept video.
Yep.
And when you go back and listen to it, what I always say when I hear that song is like, that song sounds so good. It sounds like it could have been
Yep.
produced today. It was really good production. But I think we've got to get Mr. A Fish's opinion, as you see Mr. A Fish in the chat. Now,
Oh boy, I'm
now
scared.
You want to talk about accents?
I'm
you're
scared.
going to hear an accent here. This ain't no New York accent either. A Fish.
Yo.
Fish.
What's up, man? Are you with us?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you scared me there. I didn't hear anything. So, dude, what are you going for, man? Are you going to go Uncle Tom's Cabin or Easy Come, Easy Go?
I'm going Warrant, just for the simple fact that it makes up for Cherry Pie.
Yeah. Cherry Pie is a pretty stupid song.
Yeah.
It's beyond stupid.
Well, hey,
Fish, you have not picked one of my picks, Fish. What's up with that?
I've picked a couple.
You did? Which one?
That's hard to
Did
remember.
I would have to scroll back.
You can scroll way
All right,
back.
no, okay. So, Fish, I know that you probably have an opinion of a song that you'd like to throw out there. What would have been your pick from 90?
Thinking about 1990, just right off the bat, I thought "Stick It to You," "Up All Night" from Slaughter, was a great single. We've talked about that just recently, but I thought "Up All Night" was just a great song to bring in the 90s, and there was still some juice left in the era.
I agree.
And I really, really like that song. If I had to pick a ballad from that year, I would pick "Heartbreak Station" from Cinderella. I think that's their best song.
Cool.
It's just not as over the top as "Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone" with the grand piano and the beach and the mountains and all that stuff. But give me "Up All Night" and "Heartbreak Station."
Sweet. You know, I was weird. I did think about Slaughter, and one song that Lori and I really like is "Desperately," but it wasn't a single.
Yeah.
But strangely enough, it gets played a lot now on Hair Nation. So it's kind of a cult classic, but it's not a single.
Audrey likes all my stuff.
Well, Fish, I'm glad you were able to jump on, man. I'm glad you've been having fun in the comments, too.
Man, this is great.
All right, brother. Well, you better get thinking of a podcast episode that we can do here. We got to do another one here pretty soon.
Hey, the last 3 have been really good, man.
So if anybody hasn't checked them out, go back and check out a few of the ones that A-Fish was on. We did a Motley 94 episode that was all about that one. A lot of fandom that was surrounding what happened before, during, and after that album. We did 6 metal bands that should have been bigger. All stuff that you guys would probably all like. Hurricane, Badlands, Lillian Axe. It was all good. And the other one was, the Letdown album. So that's kind of controversial, right? Because there were some albums that we probably didn't like that you love, but that was a fun one, too. That was good stuff.
Yep. 100% agree.
All right, brother. Well, hey, I'm sure we'll be talking more in the chat. Actually, we'll probably call you back in a few minutes for 92.
I'll be here.
All right. Talk to you.
See you, Fish.
See you, bro.
Okay. Okay. So let's see what you guys got going on in the comments. Uncle Tom's Cabin finally got a chance to play. Burner, what a time it was back then. Glad I lived through it. You know what, man? I was thinking that same thing the other day when I was kind of looking back at, just everything that was going on. The big concerts of the 80s, MTV, the whole thing, man. Fun stuff. Funky Cold Jukebox Cowboy says Funky Cold Medina came out in '89. Yeah.
Hey,
awesome.
I liked Funky Cold Medina back in
Royce was asking about if that was Chuck from the Chuck Shoot podcast, but it looks like Lori's already answered that question for you. Tony's going Uncle Tom's Cabin. Half Ace is going Warrant. Brian's saying that's a close one, but you have to say Warrant. Into the Fire saying Warrant. Maxwell, he does love In the Heart of the Young, but that one's not my favorite song, so he's going with Warrant. Jukebox Cowboy saying, got to agree with you about the Alice Cooper. I'm thinking he's talking about what I said. Yes, I think he is agreeing with me. Of course, man. My opinion is gold, right? Strangely enough, I do like a lot of the 90s, the later 90s or mid-90s, and then the 2000s Alice Cooper stuff. Stuff like Brutal Planet in the 2000s, and the rest of them are escaping me, but there's some, The Eyes of Alice Cooper. He did some pretty cool albums in the 2000s. Audrey's saying Easy Come, Easy Go, but she really likes Rainbow and the Rose. I like that one. Yeah, it wasn't a single. The song In the Heart of the Young is so cool. In the Day We'll Never See. Pretty deep stuff. Burner's going Warrant for Uncle Tom's Cabin, and that Janie was such a talent. Yeah, good stuff, man. And Burner is saying that Kip just keeps coming. Yeah, definitely, because Lori is a big Kip fan. So, yeah, for sure. All right, man. So I think, do we have a pick here, a winner?
Yeah, Warrant.
So Metal Mike's getting some wins under his belt.
Stop.
We'll have to
Yeah,
figure out when this is
Metal
all
Mike.
over who won the whole kit.
Well,
and
so
caboodle.
far 4-4.
Oh, we're tied. Okay. These last couple are going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And not only is it going to be interesting about like what they are, but hey guys, let's face it, man. Once we went from 90 to like 91, all right, big changes, right?
Yeah.
With music. Music really started to change. It was funny. What was on today? Blind Melon came on the radio.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about it.
And Lori was like, wow, I really wasn't feeling the song when it came out because
I hated it.
It was just like music had changed so much. And it really is true. It is happening fast. And one of the bands next was a big component of change. Not that they did grunge, but as you'll see, the Black Album by Metallica really brought on a lot of change. What it did was it kind of made hair bands be a little heavier, and it made thrash bands that were like Metallica kind of strip down and try to recreate that album. So some interesting stuff we're going to be talking about. All right. If we can get the thing to show.
Here we go.
There it is. There it is. And hey, strangely enough,
This is
Jukebox
my
Cowboy, we were talking about Alice Cooper. Well, Alice Cooper is showing his face on this one. Interesting. All right. Wherever I may roam. Lori C.
Metallica. Just listen to the beginning of the song. I mean, we were talking to up on. Come on.
It's pretty cool.
Are you choking?
No, I needed a drink. I'm doing most of the talking, and I'm slightly parched. Wherever I may roam. I mean, I don't know. I can't really say anything about this song over any other song. I think I like to look at the Black Album as just one collective piece of music, and the things that are really cool about it is the production. You know what I mean? The Metallica, I mean, come on. And Justice for All, you can't even hear the freaking bass. I mean, I don't think Metallica, even though they've had the great songs throughout their career, this is the time where they really start to sound good. You know what I mean? The drums, the guitar, the vocals, everything is sounding crisp, clear, powerful. It's scaled back. It's not as crazy and intricate as things that they did prior. But, Metallica was at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing at the right time, and people ate this up like candy, man. This album was huge. Love's a Loaded Gun, Alice Cooper. This is kind of just a goofy one that I had to throw out there because I really am a big Alice Cooper fan. Like I said, not super into thrash, Metallica's thrash, trash, or Hey Stupid for that matter. But one thing I did think that Love's a Loaded Gun reminded me of like old school Alice. Because remember I would send you Alice Cooper ballads?
Yep.
Alice is known, he's kind of like a crooner. He's like a metal crooner, like a metal Frank Sinatra or something, you know what I mean? And he's known for his ballads. And something about this one, it was kind of like that perfect mix. It reminded me of the old school ballads that he would do in the 70s, but it also had the modern flair.
Jukebox, if we could have had more picks, I would have thrown I Want a Woman in there because, that's one of my songs too that is in my heavy rotation. Video's a little weird, but still a good song.
That one has been growing on me. All right, so we've had Trippy in the comments, who is on Twitter as Road Rage, and his real name's Brian, and we're going to bring him on and see if he can help us clear up 91.
Who you calling?
Ghostbusters.
Brian.
I thought all night. I was laid in my bed all night thinking of that. Who are you going to call? Trippy Brian.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Brian.
What's going on?
I'm doing good. How about yourselves?
Awesome. I think you're the only person that I've never talked to before, and now I'm talking to you on a live cast. It's an interesting way to...
It is a great honor, I will say that.
Break the ice.
Well, hey, man, I feel like I've made all these Twitter friends, and you're probably one of my newest Twitter friends that, you're kind of demented, right? You like a lot of the same stuff that I do. You think Lillian Axe is one of the greatest bands out there, and anybody who thinks that is good in my book, so I appreciate you.
I think you're the only other human on the face of the earth that's a Lillian Axe fan when they came out.
Yeah.
Me and you are like the only people that bought Psycho Schizophrenia by Lillian Axe,
Exactly.
All right, so as you can probably see, we've got Metallica, Wherever I May Roam, against Love's a Loaded Gun, Alice Cooper. Which one you going for, dude?
When you guys said you had a choice each, I was like, don't give me something where I have to flip a coin to figure this out. I'm going to go with Metallica in this one.
Okay, going to go with Metallica. What about for...
Yeah, I like Metallica. This is more of a commercial sound for them. I like their older stuff, but album was huge at the time.
Yo, yeah. What if you had to pick one from '91 though? What would you have went for if you had your own choice?
Let me just say something before I give you my pick.
Sure.
When you told me what the topic was, it was right before I got in the car to come home from work. I sat in traffic for an hour and a half going to myself, well, what albums came out in 91? Do I pick Skid Row Monkey Business or Danger Monkey Business? DLR had a great album out that year. Do I go like not as well-known bands as Taiketo or South Gang?
Yeah.
And eventually I went with my favorite all-time band, Van Halen's Pound Cake.
Nice. There you go.
No, at the time, they were coming off the heels of OU 812, and that was kind of like a meh album for a lot of Van Halen fans. And they just came out with this song, and it was like, they're showing all these younger bands, this is how it's done, guys. Mm-hmm. And they just rocked it with the video, and then when they were on MTV, they're out there ripping it up, and Poison is backstage punching each other in the face. So it was just like, all right, Van Halen, people say that's one of their best albums with Sammy Hagar. I mean, personally, for me, 5150 was my favorite, but this album, yeah, it was really like, these old guys are rocking, because they were pushing 40. Sammy was like 44 at the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite band, with Pound Cake.
Yeah, you know what I always do, especially when I do like a top 10 list or anything like that, I always just Google it. You know, I go, metal albums released in like 92, all right, or 91 or whatever. And it's always so nice because, you know, it'll break it down for like hard rock, glam, thrash, or whatever. But you know what, man? I'm telling you, there's certain albums that sneak through sometimes. And funny, I'll reveal a secret about the upcoming 1993 episode. Somehow, all my searches, all my due diligence, and I forgot about Coverdale Page from 1993. But that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm going to guess Psycho Schizophrenia is on there. And I'm hoping Blue Murder's second album is on that list. That's my pick.
All right, it's 50-50 about what you just said.
That's a no. That was a no.
Brother, Brian, I'm so glad I got to talk to you with real voices, not through Twitter, man.
Exactly, yeah. This is cool.
Appreciate the feedback, and I'm sure we'll be talking more online.
Oh, yeah. Have a good night, guys.
You too, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Well, not many people voted into this one, so they don't like either of them or...
Okay, so...
Look at Toy Warriors.
I'm thinking...
It's in the new COD, so...
Oh, so Metallica's in the new Call of Duty trailer. Okay, interesting. Would not know that. I'm not a big video game guy. All right, so let's see... I should be... All right. Jukebox Cowboy says, where are my boys Rat? You know, that's... Probably was a big miss that we didn't put Rat on there. I think Rat should have probably been in 84. But I think Round and Round and some it's kind of gets a little bit old after a while. Jukebox Cowboy, Metallica album bores him to tears. The Alice track ain't that great, but it's Alice. There you go, right? It's playing right now, I believe. Yes. Maxwell loves Alice, so he's going for Alice. Burner's going Metallica. Jukebox saw Alice Cooper recently with Vita. Dude is amazing. It's Not Important is going with Metallica.
Is Into the Fire going with Metallica?
Into the Fire says the Black album is a super slick in production, but took a more commercial direction, and you think it's a great album
Can
for
I
what
count
it
that
is.
as a vote?
I believe so.
Okay.
He's not ranting and raving about Alice Cooper, Hey Stupid. Hey Stupid, though, what's funny, had a lot of guests on it. And I think Trash did too, but I really remember like Mick Mars and Nikki Sixx are on the Hey Stupid album, Ozzy, Slash. So there's a lot of guests on this album. But I think at this point, man, you know, that sucks, but the 89 Trash formula ain't working in 91, man. It's over. We got Nirvana, we got Pearl Jam, we've got, all that stuff, and Metallica's doing its thing on the heavier side of the house. So hair metal was about to take a real big deep dive, you know. It was about to crash. So Metallica is the winner. Okay. So we are going to bump to our final year. And you probably...
You know, these two songs in your final year, they're pretty much even.
Well, we'll see.
I like them both.
We'll see how even they are.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Mr. Cooper. I got to skip you. Where's the skip button?
But my pick is Domino.
All right. So we're keeping with the same band, and there are a lot of cool metal albums out in '92 and metal singles. It wasn't totally dead yet, but Lori and I are big Kiss fans.
Yeah.
I'm a big Revenge fan, and I know many of you are as well, because Revenge was another one of those comeback albums we talked about earlier when the podcast started. We talked about I Love It Loud and Creatures of the Night being a big comeback for Kiss. Kiss kind of got their balls back in '82, and they got their balls back again in '92. It must have been a trend. It must have been every 10 years they kind of reinvented themselves and found themselves. But gone were the colorful outfits of the Asylum era and the spandex pants
You're
and
funny,
stuff
Fish.
from Crazy Nights and all that stuff. It was all changing, and as you can tell from the picture on the screen, black leather. Gene looked like a badass again. You know what I mean? There were some different things happening. Very oddly, though, we had a band member with blonde hair. We'd never seen that before at Kiss. Everybody pretty much always had black hair, dyed black hair. So, Lori, why Domino? What was so cool about Domino? Anything cool about it? You gotta be something cool about it.
Yeah, there's something cool about it. When we first started dating and you were trying to get me into the whole Kiss world, you promoted Revenge hard with me. And Domino, that's the song that I really got into.
Yeah, it was a single, obviously. Kiss must think highly of it too, because they brought it on to the Unplugged set when they did MTV Unplugged. So Kiss have faith in Domino.
I thought they were pretty much equal, but going by the chat, I don't know. I think Unholy is...
I'm going to be honest. I've got my pulse on what people like based on things I do on Twitter and other posts. Other posts know that I see that other people do. And I know that we talk about it all night. All these...
Can we play some Domino? Maybe I can scrape up a couple of votes at least.
We'll check it out here in a second. No, we got some stuff to do. We're not done. So, and you totally disrupted my point. I can't remember what I was trying to say. Oh,
continue, Mike.
Cult Status. Unholy is one of those, like I said, it was not a big song when it came out, but it's kind of gotten to that legendary level over time because people just love Unholy. And like I said, it's kind of like the way people feel about Cinderella and LA Guns and some of these bands. Like they've just become more legendary and cult-like followings. And I think Unholy has some of that going on. And Revenge in general. Once again, same thing, man. Creatures in Revenge. Not commercially successful, but people look back at them as the best Kiss album. So,
I even got one vote. Not one. Start playing Domino.
All right, we're going to play Domino. We're going to bring 8fish back
I got to get something here. Come on.
To finish this off here. I like 8fish because he's in my contacts. It's easy to get hold of him.
I said let's do best ballad of the whole 80s. We're going to end off with it, even though we have nothing prepped.
You're back in the New York groove.
Fish, I know you're going to vote for Domino, right?
Not a chance.
I told you. All right, so 8fish is going with Unholy. 8fish, I don't know if you and I have really ever discussed much about Revenge. What's your feelings on Revenge?
Well, on all Kiss albums, Paul is going to bring songs to the table. And they're going to be catchy, and they're going to be cool. But to make a great Kiss album, Gene has to be in character, pretty much. And I thought, and I even wrote here just a few minutes ago, Gene Returns. Yep. I mean, I thought he had some stomp songs on this particular album, and Unholy was definitely one of them.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I think I agree with you 110%. I think I've said this when I did a 1992 list. I think I said the same exact thing that you said. And I always feel that when Gene is really strong, it tends to be an album that's heavier. And I think that Paul suffers a little bit in that environment. What do you think?
Well, it's a whole different. I mean, it's a whole different persona. I mean, they've always had that since the early days. Gene was the evil guy, and Paul was the lover and the star child, and versus the demon. And I think that's kind of, kept on with most of their releases. Real interesting that Gene had 2 singles off Revenge released. He hadn't had one released in 10 years.
It's pretty crazy. So when I tasked you to this, I said 92. Did you think of a track aside from Kiss from 92 that was a good single?
Well, 92 was a great year, really, for music. I mean, you had Megadeth with Countdown to Extinction was really good. Alice in Chains' Dirt, which is really the only band of that nature that I really get into. Who I'm going to pick, though, is for a particular reason. I'm going to pick Hostile Youth as my single from Saigon Kick.
Nice.
And the reason why is because that album sold 500,000 copies, and based on the ballad Love Is on the Way. And I can just imagine 500,000 housewives buying that album, sticking the cassette in, listening to the instrumental Cruelty, which leads to the bone-crushing Hostile Youth. And I can just hear plates dropping, glasses dropping. Try to get over there and cut that off, because Hostile Youth is a brutal, hard, heavy song. And, of course, it's 100,000 miles away from Love Is on the Way. So that's my pick. It's off the wall, but still.
No, man, I think it's a good one. And what's cool about 92 is, like you said, everybody was kind of thinking grunge, but, you made a great point. Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction, Maiden had Fear of the Dark, Def Leppard had Adrenalize, Yngwie was doing Fire and Ice, Warrant, Dog Eat Dog. There was a lot of kick-ass, interesting metal that came out that year.
Yes, sir. Walk by Pantera was another song. I just had never heard those kind of guitar tones. That was another one that came out in 92 that I was just like, oh, shit. It just was different, completely different than anything that was out there at the time.
For sure. All right, brother. Well, thanks for...
Wait, Fish, what's your favorite ballad from the 80s, Fish?
Okay, here we go. This is random.
From the 80s?
Yes.
Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
That's
good.
All right, Fish.
I know you're shocked.
Yeah.
Poison. I can't believe it. I know if John...
Because everybody in the world, including both of you, have felt like that at some point. It just relates to everybody. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
But I think if John Corabi had a ballad out in the 80s, that would be your pick, but he didn't.
Father, mother, son.
I saw Poison in 88, and because of the perverted security guards, I got to get right up front. They snuck my cousin and I right up front. So it was great.
Don't get Fish started about live Poison, please. All right, man. Awesome. So glad you jumped on. I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, man. Take care.
Fish.
See you, Lori.
Bye.
Okay. So, and just once again, Edge of Thorns by Savatage is playing because I'm trying to promote this 1993 episode. Anyways.
Yeah. This is a terrible song.
I don't care.
What else you got? You gotta have something.
I switched your Somebody Save Me thing, so now you're gonna deal with Savatage. Okay. So let's read the comments about what people said, and then
it's a blowout.
All right. So everything was unholy. So Fish mentioned how Gene returned. It's not important. Says unholy, no question. Jukebox Cowboy saying he made him miss Ace. Maxwell's not a fan of both, but if I had to I'd go with something. I'd go with unholy. But his pick for 92 would be Damn Yankees. He likes the harmonies. Okay. Half Ace is unholy. Royce took off. See ya, buddy. Brian said it was fun times. Jukebox Cowboy says I'll put in a vote for Domino because I really just don't care. Burner went with unholy. It's not important. Likes This Love by Pantera. Into the Fire's talking about some Steelheart. They had Tangle in the Rains that year. It's not important is talking about I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Steelheart. So what are you trying to do? You want to get people's take on their favorite ballad?
Yeah, of the 80s. Favorite ballad of the 80s.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Forever by Kiss. I think I just.
Why do you like that song?
It reminds me of you. It reminds me of home.
Reminds me of home.
I think, but there's more to it. I just think it's just a cool song, and I really, one of the biggest parts that I like about it is the guitar solo. I love that acoustic solo. You don't hear that in a lot of ballads. A lot of times, that was the thing. The ballad would be like a power ballad, and then it would kind of like have an electric solo. But I think Forever is pretty good, man. It's pretty interesting.
Another good one, I Remember You, Skid Row.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Not really. Being honest.
I Won't Forget You, Poison.
I Won't Forget You by
That's
Poison is very
That's
good.
a good one.
Yeah, I really like I Won't Forget You by Poison.
You lost your music, just to let you know.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
They're doing a little soloing. So if you want, throw in your favorite ballad, 80s ballad, and then we'll end this thing off. I'm trying to think of some other good ones. Miles Away is a pretty good ballad.
That I love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that considered 89?
No, that's 90.
I was going to say, see?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just in my mind. I'm just trying to think of good ballads. One ballad that I do not like, if we're talking about Kiss ones, is I don't like Every Time I Look at You, off of Revenge.
No.
I feel like it was just a cheap.
Oh yeah, those are two good ones. Into the Fire. Yep. Those are two good ones.
Heaven is great. Sometimes She Cries. I Saw Red. Blind Faith. Yeah, there's a lot of good. Warrant, man. Jamie can write a pretty good song. He definitely does some good ballads. But where I was going with Every Time I Look at You, I feel like that's just like a wannabe of Forever, and it really doesn't fit on Revenge. Revenge's got more attitude, you know. I still think it fits. Cooper, I want to say Cooper had a ballad in '89. Only My Heart Talking, maybe. I don't know. Look at this again. I don't think his '80s ballads even came close to his '70s ballads. Cinderella, Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. Coming Home is kind of a ballad.
Headed for a Heartbreak. That's a good one, Audrey.
Headed for a Heartbreak. Yep. How about Doc and Alone Again? That's pretty. That'll tug at your heartstrings, right? Trying to think of some other ones. There's so many. You know what ballad I love from the '80s? Of course, because I love Lillian Axe, is Nobody Knows. And once again, why that wasn't released as a single is just a filthy, filthy shame. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on right now for you. Show you how wonderful of a song it is.
Oh, no. Not this. No.
You hear me typing?
Yeah,
my
not
chicken,
this.
chicken pecking, you could call it. I can't really type.
Oh, gosh.
This is a ballad.
Awful.
This is awful.
Oh, yes. It's Not Important. I forgot about that one. Giant, I'll See You in My Dreams. That is a good song.
So Audrey went with Headed for a Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Maxwell went for Still Loving You. Wind of Change is a pretty cool ballad. I mean, I know it's not. But did that come out? No, that came out in '90. Tony's going Forever Free. Giant. Audrey likes Miles Away by... Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Fish is telling Audrey he likes Miles Away. Yeah,
Miles Away is good. I like that. Yep.
Sorry to
That's
just
on my
dominate the music with the Lillian Axe, but I'm telling you, this is a good ballad.
This is terrible. I hate Lillian Axe.
Why do you hate Lillian Axe? Why?
They're terrible.
What?
I can't get into one single song. Not even one. That's, for me, listening to Lillian Axe is like listening to Manowar.
It's not even the same kind of band.
I hate them both, though, equally.
Oh, my God. And don't start with the Manowar, because then Fish is going to jump in, and he's going to say how he hates Manowar.
Oh, Fish, you hate Manowar? Good.
And then I'm going to get ganged up on. It's terrible. Tony likes Reason to Live.
Yep,
You like
that's
Reason
that.
to Live.
Tony, that's
Not
on
bad.
my list.
Not bad.
Yep.
I think that is really the first time, at least in the 80s, that Kiss really does much with power ballads. Do you guys consider A Million to One to be kind of a power ballad? I guess it kind of is, but I feel like the really atypical power ballad that you first hear by Kiss in the 80s, it would be Reason to Live, because then you go Reason to Live, Forever, and then you go Every Time I Look at You.
Yeah, Mike needs a drink again. He's parched again.
Super parched, losing my voice.
Yep. And Metal Mike Jr. is going to be... Oh, how about Love Bites? Is that cheese?
Love Bites?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ballad. I'm not a big Def Leppard fan. So
I mean, I like that song.
The Rock Beast just said the Def Leppard, Have You Ever Needed Something So Bad? It's not bad. I mean, I'll give you that.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that
Half-Ace,
one, too.
Other bands play.
Yeah, the
Battle
Rock
War
Beast said,
kills.
Def Leppard, Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad? That's a good one, too.
I already said that.
Oh, you did?
Well, I just read his comment.
Oh, well, where was I?
I don't know. Into the Fire was going with Carrie, Europe. That's a good one. Burner 18 is saying Motley Crue Without You. I like Without You. A lot of people, though, I hear don't like Without You.
Yeah.
I actually like Time for Change, too, and a lot of people don't like that one. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm kind of I think I'm sometimes like a sucker for Motley Crue. Like, I just, even if they have a shitty song, I like it. So, it is what it is. I think some other good. I've never been a big ballad guy, though. I kind of like faster songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think, honestly, I hope everybody's enjoying Nobody Knows by Lillian Axe. It's a great.
Terrible.
Oh my God,
I'll give you anything
so
to get
good.
this off of the
So
radio.
good, so good.
It's terrible.
All right, what ballad should I put on? I'll put on a ballad. Click, 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 click. What ballad should I put on? What do I put on?
How about I Remember You?
Oh, that's so typical. Nobody wants to hear that.
How do you know what people want to hear?
I must be doing something
So,
right.
do you want to know what you want on and what I want on?
Yeah, I think that's why people are still hanging out.
So,
They want to know.
I won.
Let's
You've
tally
got
it up.
another thing coming.
House of Pain. Great ballad.
You won Looks That Kill. I won Tears Are Falling. You won Wait. I won Somebody Save Me. You won Fallen Angel. I won Dr. Feelgood. You won Uncle Tom's Cabin. I won Wherever I May Roam. You won
Unholy.
Unholy.
Was the whole thing a tie? Because at one point there was a tie.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, we tied.
But you said you were going to crush me, so I'll
Wow.
take a tie.
Wow.
I'll take a tie.
This is unprecedented.
Yeah.
This was a tie. We couldn't even have done any of this without you guys, though. I mean, without your votes and without your feedback, we couldn't have done this. So glad that we were able to do this. We haven't done this. I don't think we've done a live stream since like January. It's been that long.
We did one in January?
Yeah, but I don't think you were on it. It was when we had COVID.
Oh, yeah.
It was the COVID stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were so bored, there's nothing we could do. So
Because we both had COVID.
Everybody had COVID, so we did it. So I hope everybody else is staying healthy and COVID is kind of getting to the end here.
Although we just had it again.
Yeah, we just had it a few weeks ago, but it was so
Feeling fine, though.
it was so mild. It was nothing. But awesome. Well, hey everybody, this was great. I'm so glad you joined us. We'll definitely do one again a lot sooner than this. Best singles. So we got to go take a time machine, work back into all these different years. Really appreciate everybody that jumped on, all my buddies from Twitter and from the podcast and all that good stuff. Really appreciate your time. It was definitely good stuff. And now I'm just trying to figure out, how do I end the podcast? Oh, I think I hit this button that says end stream. Hey, I did all right, man. I'll make my son proud. So you guys all take care. Have a good rest of the weekend, man.
Good night, everybody.
Rock on!